Good evening, I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Rick Garcia. An ambush and a shootout leaves one Whittier police officer dead and another critically wounded. It all started with a routine call to a car crash.
Well, CBS 2's Dave Lopez is live in Whittier, where those officers unknowingly met with gunfire from a career criminal. Dave.
A career criminal indeed, who was an early release, according to the sheriff's department, and who may have murdered another person early this morning, and that's how he got the stolen car. I'm standing right across the street from the Friendly Hills Country Club, a very exclusive area of Whittier known as Friendly Hills, and something that happened today has not happened in this area in quite some time, if at all. Keith Boyer was a 27-year veteran of the Whittier Police Department. He was shot and killed, despite wearing a bulletproof vest, when he was answering what he thought was a routine traffic accident. The officer who was with him, 3-year veteran Patrick Hazel, also wearing a vest, was wounded and is expected to recover, and the suspect was shot and also expected to recover. Police say this is the 26-year-old suspect who shot the two officers and killed Boyer.
A long rap sheet. He's out on a serious, really a serious kind of crime, but he's released right away. That's just the way it works, and he was on an early release, so he got kicked out of jail pretty quick.
They also say that he possibly murdered someone in East LA early this morning and then stole his car and wound up driving into the Whittier area near Friendly Hills Country Club.
Is that car was taken out of East LA, and it looks like the suspect may be involved and has been identified in another murder that occurred there earlier that morning.
Detectives say when he reached Mar Vista Street in Whittier in the stolen car, he hit two other cars, causing an accident. And then he asked one for a ride. Did they actually frisk him? Did they get to him? And if they did, how did they miss the weapon?
I don't think they frisked him. I don't think they actually missed the weapon. I think they were in the process of they got him out of the car and we're going to pat him down for weapons. And that's when he pulled the gun, and that's when the gunfight started.
So they couldn't have been more than 10, 15 feet apart at the time then, correct?
Yeah, they were very close range.
Detectives say they were shot in the body and the suspect was also wounded. Neighbors say they heard anywhere from 4 to 8 shots. Detectives won't say how many shots were actually fired, but they do say both officers had no idea that the suspect was armed and dangerous. In short, they were ambushed. Ambushed indeed. Now again, they're emphasizing they had no idea what they were dealing with. Behind me, you can still see the scene. The officers' cars have not been moved, neither has that stolen car. They are looking for any kind of security video in this neighborhood. And we have also learned that possibly the murder suspect from this morning, the 26-year-old suspect involved in that murder suspect could in fact be his cousin. Back to you in the studio.